Let us begin this video, because I finished off a video yesterday talking about how the telephone links to this central station. This piece over here is open. Maybe it's an outside system. Maybe it's the mirrored sun. I don't know. I didn't think about it. So always remember, we need three. When two pieces link here, we need three. We can also create the same telephone. Okay. We can also create the same telephone by doing this scenario over here. Whoop. Sorry about that. By doing this scenario over here, where I talk into there, they talk into here, okay? And everything, okay? These two are linked. So everything is like this. Here is the switchboard. If we want to do it this way, we can do it that way, or we can be talking into the same telephone. If we'd be talking into the same telephone, okay, we'd have to have a different relationship also. If we were talking saying, this is my mouthpiece, these are my two ears, this is the exchange between my own self-thinking and the influx or the coming in from the sun into here, my spirit. Don't forget I'm jumping around. I spoke of this as being 2, 3, and 4, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, being 1 and 5 the mouth and the hearing. Well, what if I did this? This is actually 2 over here. This is actually 3 over here. This is actually 4. Or this is actually 2 over here, and this is actually 4. Now, what happens in here, okay, is number 5 and number 1 meet over here. 1 and 5 are both over here in this area. One of the reasons I marked this, okay, is because a full extension of a line, right? A full extension of a human line would have 5 on the end of each of these. They would have the body and then the legs and 5 at the end of these. It would have 5, connection, connection with 1 over here, 5 and 5. So there's different ways. I'm just opening up the mind on how to see, and I don't know because I'm doing this so I can think on my own. Then we have to know that there's an area space here, an area space here, an area space here, and an area space here. Okay, now I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that either. At the same time, here's a box, right? There's 4 corners, right? But what if the rain is coming in this way? One direction will cover the whole thing coming from here, from the high to the right, to the low to the left, from the high to the right, to the low to the left. So you need more than one box to cover this whole scenario. You need a minimum of 3. Plus the area you're standing is 6. Plus from the sky it comes is 9. So the maximum I'm starting to see is 1, 2, 3 spaces. 4 to 1 is 3. 4 to 1 is 3. On the calculator, 2 to 5, 9 to 6 is 3. Understanding that 1-6 connection and 7-6 connection, where 4 is the doorway. Why is 4 the doorway? Because 1 over to 6 is 7. 6 over to 7 is 13. 1 and 3 equals to the 4, and in between 1, 4, and 7. And that's where you create your 4 doorway. 7 and 4 says Jesus. 4 and 7 says time. 4, 7, 7, 4 equals 3003, 3030 to the 7th gate, equals 6336 to the 10 world, equals to 0 minus 3 minus 3 if you're reducing back to the 4 world, or if it's an increase, it becomes 9669. This world into this, creating 13, 13, 13. The same time, if I do that, what happens in the next world when I create this? This one back to the 10 world becomes plus 1, plus 4, plus 1, plus 4. The answer to that says DNA, the alligator stitching. If we want to go down to these worlds by minusing, I would go 9 minus 8, 6 minus 1, 8, 5, 5, 8, and this is the number to the spirit matrix. When you're making this, okay, this scenario over here, it creates one design. This scenario creates another design. 9 now, 9 minus 4, 6 minus 2, 9 minus 5, 6 minus 2 will now bring it to the 4 world, be 20, and this would be your answer over here. When you want to bring it back up, it becomes over here, and this number over here is the number to Mars, and also to the birth link to Jesus. Now, I know it's all confusing. We also have to know that 5 and 1 is 6, 5 and 1 is 6. The opposite of that, the 5 and 1 and 6 on the cube rule, because we're running in the cube. Remember, they're praying to the cube down in Islam. There's billions of people looking at this cube. Everybody's looking at this cube. The black box that comes out of the plane, it's all reflection. So when you get 1551 or 66, that will be a gematria trail of going 676. 66 means on each side of the point of the pyramid in the gematria counting scale. When we count in regular numbers, we go 1 to 9, and then 9 becomes 1 again. When we're counting up to 9, we go 8, 9, 1. Okay, in this scenario, and 8, 9, 1, I'm going to show you that right now. I think we got a 5-minute video. When we're counting, right, when we're counting, which Where do we get 891? 891. I don't know if it shows up in this one, but in a lot of counting sequences, okay, we get 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. So we get 1 all the way to there. So we know that 9 and 1, yellow and pull, are right next to each other. And in between, we have 7, 8, 9. If we would run this gematria, we had 7, 8, 7. And one of the reasons for that, and I'm confusing, is because we have 2, 3, 2. We can have 2, 3, 4. We have 2, 3, 4 up this way. 2 and 4 connect, 2 and 4, the 9 lives of the cat in communication, which creates the value of the CB code, which everybody says it's okay because communication link is 10, 4. 10 and 4 becomes 16, and 64 becomes 80. 0 becomes 6, becomes 86. 2 and 4. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals that at 86. 8, 7, 6, 6, 1, 6. The division of 1 is 8, and the division of 1 is 8. And on this, the center hole that owns the division of that point, okay, up to the point, is because there's 8 that you do not see the Holy Ghost. Thank you for watching this video.